and the paint shining, got the good smoke inside it. Yeah, we shining.
Hey everybody, we're back. This is our segment of Rep Your Swag. I hope glad that you tuned in. That it's your first time tuned in. I'm Poochie Hale.
Yolanda Tyler.
When I wake up, no
So we're here to basically on the spotlight. We have Yolanda, and we're gonna talk to her basically for a few minutes.
My body are the laundry list of all of life's unkindnesses, but I still sip tea and chant om and live free, cause hardships and heartbreaks turn to rap epiphanies. And mom told me stay woke, cause all gold ain't glistening. Choose your words wisely, cause the all-knowing's listening, but no.
So, as we're getting ready to get started, of course, you know, I have a range of questions to ask you. And, you know, at first I was going to lead off with your blood type, but I feel like that's kind of too personal and stuff, whatever. So what I wanted to ask you, where are you from?
I am from Paris, Tennessee.
Paris.
And right outside of Paris is a small country. I wouldn't even call it a town. It's just farmland, really. And it's called Mansfield, ironically, being that I live near Mansfield, Texas. So I was raised on a mini farm where we actually had chickens and hogs and...
So you was on a mini farm?
Yes.
Did you have mini chickens and mini hogs?
I wouldn't call it mini, but yeah. Maybe
Okay.
mini by number.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So, your country?
I am. You can't tell. By my
Syrup
dialect.
sandwich? What?
I don't like syrup, but yes,
Jelly and bread?
that too.
Okay. So, we're trying to figure out as far as like you, Mansfield, little small town. So that means you're kind of conservative, you know, because you're not used to being around and all this other stuff, right? So the other question is what made the trip for the move from being conservative to I'm a city girl now?
I'm not sure if I'm really considered a city girl still,
Uh-huh.
but my dad actually moved out this way in the early 80s.
Okay.
And so when I graduated high school in 97, the night I graduated high school, I was on my way here to Texas. He came to pick me up, so I've been here since 1997.
Oh, okay. So when I was thinking city girl, when I said that, I was like, oh, city girl. Never mind. But the whole, you know, the summer, you know, city. But anyway, coming from graduation, small town, now that you're out here, what do you do now?
Well, I'm a rider. I ride motorcycles.
Uh-huh.
I'm into fitness. I'm not a
Okay.
fitness guru, but I'm into fitness.
Okay.
And for work, I'm an application software developer.
Uh-huh. So what do you ride?
A Road King Special.
A Road King Special.
Mhm.
That's special. That's special. So how long you been riding it?
I've had this bike for a year.
Oh, this bike.
Yes.
You
I've
go
had
do a
to-
mini bikes?
Yes. So if you don't mind sharing, or if you don't mind me sharing, rather, I actually had the love or the passion to want to ride
Okay.
when I was at a younger age, but I really didn't speak on it. It's just something I thought, hey, this is something I want to do.
Okay.
Again, I moved out here in 97 to live with my father, and my father never talked about being a rider.
Okay.
I didn't know really that he was a rider until after he passed away. And actually, he passed away in 07, but I found out last year that his very first bike was a Honda Rebel. My first bike was a Honda Rebel, and it was black, the same color.
Yeah.
And my second bike was a Kawasaki Vulcan. It was a sports cruiser,
Yes.
650. And I met some great ladies. You know, we were riding, and they were wanting to do this cross country, even international riding. And I'm thinking, okay, no, I need something different.
Yes.
Now, initially, I was looking at the Indian dark horses.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I already had a name for it and everything.
Uh-huh.
But I went to a Harley Davidson shop with some of my friends, and needless to say, I ended up with a Harley.
Yes.
I also found out last year my father owned a Harley Davidson.
Wow.
And I didn't know any.
So it's
of
just like
this.
footsteps
Yeah.
without even knowing.
Without even knowing, but I just love it. I love to just get out there, and it relieves a lot of stress, and just.
You never see a motorcycle in front of a therapist shop, huh?
So you're more of a solo rider, or you got a group of people that you ride with? Or?
It's a group that I ride with.
Okay.
I'm beginning to love riding alone, and I don't know, because I'm able to do my own thing. I feel like it is safer to ride with other people, but now I'm getting out there.
The solo rebel.
Yes, and I'm still learning this bike. This
Right.
thing is huge. It's heavy. I've dropped it multiple times, so I'm learning. I did 2 U-turns the other day, and I was like, all right, we get there.
Okay, so right now we're going to take a small break, and we're going to get into some more questions and like what colors her drapes and stuff like that. So we'll be back after these messages.
I'm Gucci, my daughter.
Let's go, yo.
Let's go, Yolanda. My idols still move me. My life is a movie, like Rahim and Mookie. I'm just trying to do the right and hope that it improves me. My bamboos are constant.
Come on, picture.
It's tomorrow. I got work. I'm coursing through me, and my strength is now inhuman. I get that straight from my
Let's go, Yolanda. Yolanda is set. Let's go. We're all here for you.
That's it, girl.
That's it.
I still don't know everything, but I guess confessions from 8x11s in studio sessions seem like it's only.
All right, we're back from our break. We're gonna take co-host has got a few questions that he already has set up, so I'm gonna let him take it from here.
Okay, so you said something about fitness. What kind of got you into fitness knowledge? Tell me a little bit about that.
What initiated me to get into fitness is, I can't remember what year it is, and I know my friend is going to kill me for this because it was the year she was married. She got married, but she asked me to be in her wedding. So she went off and she bought a bridesmaid's dress for everyone to try on. No one could fit it. Either it was too big or too small. So I told her, let me take this dress and I'm going to get in this dress. So I decided to start with CrossFit. And I didn't really know a whole lot about it, but it was interesting because I'm not one of those who go to I won't say a regular gym, but a commercial gym.
Yeah. You can see me. I don't know nothing about CrossFit.
So I felt like it would be a little challenging. And at that time, I was going through some things personally, but I said I'll at least try it. Literally in 3 weeks, within 3 weeks, I was able to not only put the dress on, but I actually put it on backwards, zipped it up, and I was able to twist it around. So I found the love for that.
It's not like carpet burning.
No, I was doing this number here, but it happened.
It got around.
Yeah, so I was like, wow. So I stuck with it for a little while, and then it made me want to do more when I saw that I was getting a little stronger. You know, been told before I probably wouldn't be able to lift maybe no more than 15 to 20 pounds. And I started that, and I'm like, oh wow, okay.
Then they went and got a Harley.
Yeah.
That happened. That happened.
So yeah, after a while of doing that, I wanted to do something different. I didn't see myself actually lifting and doing cardio at the same time, because that's pretty much what CrossFit is.
Right.
You might be doing some cleans and go run 400 meters, come back. By the time I come back, I'm like, you want me to do what? I still have to lift this. So I wanted to get in something different, so I chose powerlifting.
Okay.
And I got into powerlifting in, I want to say it was 2016, I believe, 2017, and I just grew to love it.
Okay.
I started to excel. I'm novice, so I still have a little ways to go, but.
Like doing competitions, or?
Yeah, I've actually competed twice locally.
How did that work?
My first competition I did well for me, considering I felt that I had limitations.
Right.
And what motivated me to do that is I was actually, I can be very transparent with everyone, which 10 years ago, 10 years ago, I was officially diagnosed with Crohn's disease. And I really went through it, had major surgery, and again was given all these limitations of what I could and couldn't do. And when I found the love for powerlifting, it made me want to get stronger and to prove, no, I can do this. Now I've had setbacks, and I'm just coming back from a setback.
Okay.
3 months ago.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
So coming from, doctors saying you're not going to be able to lift over 15, 20 pounds, just curious, what was your max on some things that you did? Just some successes that you might have had, saying, from people saying, you're not going to be able to do this, but I proved you wrong type stuff.
My first competition, let me say this, I'm stronger now than I was during my first comp.
Okay.
My first comp, I was able to deadlift 215.
Okay.
I bench pressed 90 pounds, I believe.
Okay.
And I squatted, I want to say 165.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's
So-
way far from 15 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is, the reason being is you really don't want to put too much, I would call it strain
Yes.
or
Right.
strenuous workouts
on your body.
on your body,
Yes.
because stress is part of the reason why some people may have setbacks and that type
Right.
of thing. So it's not just, I guess, natural
much.
stress, but stress on the body.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So, as far as like when you started working out, if you had to choose between one, you got your workout over here and your bike sitting over here.
That's a tough one.
Like, do I go work out or do I go ride?
I know.
But she's got to ride to go work out.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking, you know what? I have to do both. I need to keep my strength to hold this bike up, because I'm still not flat-footed on this bike.
Okay.
So I'm learning
Ballerina.
Yeah, very much so. So the strength that comes from lifting actually helps me when I'm actually maneuvering that bike.
Okay.
When I first bought the bike, no lie, it literally took me 20 minutes to get it out of the garage.
Yeah.
Trying to push
First
it back.
time.
Oh yeah.
First time.
So I use this technique of, okay, I'm gonna let the kickstand down, I'm gonna stand on the side and push it like I was using my back leg to push up off the saddlebag. Oh, it was working. But then I hit that lip on the end of that garage, and that wheel turned on that bike, and it went down. So it was a slow motion effect. I was like, no, not the truck. So I thought we were gonna hit the truck, but it didn't. But I was like, yeah. The good thing, my neighbor was outside at the time, and he saw the whole thing, so he came over and helped me pick it up.
Great.
So I learned, okay,
Not to do this.
Not to do this.
Trial and error.
Let me go do some squats.
Yeah.
type thing.
So, coming off that and stuff, whatever, like, you ride bikes, you CrossFit, you do assertive things. What is for you in the future? Like, what are you working on?
Right now, I'm actually working on starting this business, and I will probably talk more about it at a later date because it's in the beginning stages of it.
Yes.
But it actually is related to Crohn's. There's millions of people living with Crohn's disease and Colitis and even IBS, but people don't talk about it.
Yes.
And I can mention it, and I'm not one to go and just tell any and everybody what goes on with me, but in the past I would mention Crohn's and, well, what's that?
Right.
Who wants to talk about a digestive issue? Like,
Yeah.
who wants to talk about their bowel movements? Not
You
me,
know,
but
yeah.
we're working on teeth right now. I mean, who wants to talk about that? But aside from that, it actually affects you mentally. Even traveling, I have to prepare myself mentally traveling. Okay, I can't eat. So when we take trips on our bikes or whatever, I can't eat until we get to where I'm going. I have to plan out what I'm going to eat. I have to think about that, and what time. You know, those type of things. And
Everything's
I mean,
scheduled.
oh yeah, there's so many different. It's just crazy how I have to actually prepare myself, and a lot of times I feel like I can be an inconvenience to my friends. Hey yo, let's go here, go there, and I'm thinking, okay, where are we going, and are the bathrooms gonna be clean? You know, that type of thing, and it's crazy. But or I would go somewhere and I have to figure out, okay, where's the restrooms? Let me find out where they are.
Well, I think that's kind of naturally for like everybody, because you know, first time when you go somewhere, like we go out to go eat, right? And you go off in there, and then you sit in there, and you be like, oh yeah, you want to go check out the bathroom, because just in case I have to go in. And then you go off in there, and it's a zoo off in here. And then after you pass the bathroom, you be like, oh, it's a dead body off in there or something. And as you walking past the kitchen, you see monkeys and giraffes and all this other stuff running around in the kitchen. You be like, y'all, I'm not eating her, you know, because it's a zoo in here, you know, type thing. So as far as I don't think it's just, you know, for certain people, it's for everybody. I mean, even now with the corona and stuff, where it'd be like, oh, you see people with gloves on, they're being safe or whatever, but then they want to go fix your food. With them gloves? Nah, take them off. But as far as I know, you say you got future events. It's in the beginning of it and stuff, and we're not gonna keep you, all day, because we want you to definitely get your business started, so that way we can talk to you again about it. So y'all have to stay tuned for the future business. You have a name? Okay.
My name is Resile M.E. The
Okay.
M.E. stands for mind energy.
Okay.
So my goal is to actually. My target audience won't just be for those who live with Crohn's. It'd be anyone dealing with any issue. There's so many autoimmune diseases out there, and they're pretty much almost the same, but just affects your body different. And it's all about what we put in our bodies. And
see, I like it already, because the simple fact is that, I mean, you're giving a place for somebody with illness, or sad, to go off in there to relate to other people, because it's like therapeutic when you're around other people. The other thing is, if somebody has a family member that's in it, they can come and just basically learn to get an idea of what to look for.
yeah, I mean, it's a lot to it.
Yes,
and
yeah.
There's a lot
But I mean,
want to do with
that's
it.
that's a whole outreach in itself. So with that, we're just gonna take a small break right now, and we're gonna finish up with how you rep.
Hey y'all, I made it to Mexico. Yeah. Look at this. Look at that. What's up, D? Deanna, we're in Mexico. Hey, we did it. Yes. This is an awesome experience. Very much so. Yes. I don't even know what else to say.
Right, and trust me, this my therapy, fuck your couch. Finna murk all these Murphy types, funny style, let me shut your mouth. Touch me, I'm slaughtering crews, squads, goons, teams. The queen is coming to rule your region, coming for all of your ass.
And I will be taking my first solo ride today to Austin.
Okay, we're back on our final segment, is where we ask the question where inquiring minds want to know. How do you rep your swag?
Well, swag, man, just remind you, it means strength, wisdom, and acknowledge God's grace. So how would you rep your swag in that perspective?
Oh, wow, that's a great question, actually. I would say I rep my swag by being resilient.
Yeah.
And speaking of resilient, I told you my name of my business, Resile M.E.
Mhm.
Resile is the origin of resilience.
So it's in itself, it's manifest.
Yes, we are all resilient, I feel.
Mhm.
Now, there are some people who would struggle with some things that may be very hard for you, and you know how you can overcome it, but it may be too difficult for them.
Yes.
But we all have overcome something. You've been resilient in some way. And I love people in general. I love the mental health of people. I feel like when you're healthy mentally, everything else falls into place.
Yes.
You know. So with that, I would say I'm also very much an encourager as far as God's grace. Oh yes, God is very important to me.
Yes.
I actually got closer to Him around those dark times in 2010 when I was dealing with what I was dealing with.
Yes.
So I know, for me, He is real.
Yes.
You know, so I'm very spiritual in that sense.
Yeah.
But I just rep my swag just by being me. I don't worry about what other people are doing. I'm just me. I don't judge other people. I'm the last person to judge anyone.
Yeah.
I accept people for who they are. And I have this gift per se, I would say, rather, is I see the good in everybody.
Mhm.
I really don't feel like a person wake up in the morning and say, I'm going to be a bad person today. I feel like people become bad for some reason, and it could be a lot deeper than what many of us would really even care to even think about. But that's just the way that I am. I feel that people deserve
Message.
second, third, chances.
Message.
So I rep my swag by just being me.
That's cool. And that basically wrap it up. I'm Poochie Hair.
I'm Sirius.
And here as our host, repping her swag, is Yolanda Tyler.
AKA Loyalty.
There you go. All right, stay tuned. If you haven't liked or subscribed, do it now. Hurry up before it runs out. If not, you can do it on the next video. But always rep your swag. Poochie Hair.
You better shine on them, baby, you a star. You better be exactly who you are forever. Cause they gon' try and change your heart. Don't let up, cause you're so damn fine just the way you better shine on them, baby, you a star. You better be exactly who you are forever. Cause they gon' try and change your heart. Don't let up, cause you're so damn fine just the way you are.
Big good riding in that candy paint shining, got the good smoke inside it. Hell yeah, we shining. TV's inside it with a bad chick inside of me. Look like we won a lottery, cause we be grinding. I shines all the time, cause I'm out on the grind. I'm getting mine, sipping fine wine. Every time I dime, blowing pine in the Cuban. Throwback Patrick Ewing. Got plenty bitches on my team because my game is fluent. Or maybe it's the candy that do it, they like to glow. You know how I go, for every spoke I got it's a hoe. I want my dodo, fat sacks of dodo. Be rolling with my kinfolk and big body 8 those. Sitting on them low pros, hoes just shining. Big plus seat, so I'm always reclining. Money by the thousands, I ain't got that meal ticket yet. Think I might don't have it down, but I'm fixed to get a check. So till then I'ma continue doing what I do. Don't hate on me because JD ain't nothing like you. I'm Gator shoes, you Nike. I'm cool, you shiesty. It don't matter.
3, 2. Hey, y'all made it back. I thought y'all never make it. Well, you know this is Rip Your Swag. If in case you moved the wrong channel, don't turn it. Stay tuned. So, if you don't know who I am, Poochie Hair, co-hosting me today is my boy Sid over here. And we also...
It'll be a perfect take. You start off and you say Sid on that.
Okay. Welcome to tuning in on the Rep Your Swag segment that we have in store for you today. Right now, co-hosting this show is...
Cherry up. And then she's going to segue in, and Poochie's going to ask his questions off of the segue.
Okay.
Y'all ready?
Because I'm over here, my wheels are spinning like.
Yeah, trying to get it together. Like,
yeah, like.
so put this right here.
Yeah,
Okay,
so I'm just
no.
You
take
might
that
have to
out.
cut on this
Okay.
one.
We'll
We
get
did
there.
great on the first
We'll
one.
get there. Ready?
Welcome back.
Oh, he flirted with the camera.
Cut.